Hi everyone. Excuse my allergy nose. Oh my gosh. The trees are gorgeous. Well, the flowers are all on that side. But it's making my nose run. Somebody posted in our Facebook group about 40 minutes ago about some dolls, a play kitchen, and what are these called? There's Bakugans and I forget the other name. Sebastian likes both. Oh gosh, it's so heavy with one hand. And I was sure it'd be gone, but I was like, I'll go. Who doesn't want a little walk? And it's all here. So he's gonna be excited.
Oh, it's the same person. That's the same person. You only bought of them. That's what. Remember? Big dog.
Hello everyone. I don't know if we've spoken today, but today we went out to brunch and we put gas in my car. I'm just always in my car, so it needed gas. I made breakfast for Jax beforehand, and I also brought home pancakes and potatoes for Jax to have later. But when we came back, I worked on some centers for the flowers. I'd like to get all the centers done because some of them are coming from the leftovers I have of the first bag of yarn. I'm actually taking apart some of those squares. One square makes 2 centers. I think there's only 2 colors that I need 4 centers. There's one that I needed 3, but yeah, I got a lot done. At one point, I did talk to you. At one point I went out to get those toys for Sebastian, and yeah, he came back and played with them a little bit and then went back out. I started setting up to braid. I was mixing up this color. It's actually a mix of this color and white. I don't know if you can see, there's some streaks of white there in the center. Just for tonality, I like to have multiple tones, and when I'm using an ombre color like this, putting a solid with it is the only option. I had it ready to go, hair like this. The section I went done this weekend all down, and Sebastian comes in and is like, can we do a lemonade stand? My friend and I want to do a lemonade stand. And I'm like, this is like, it's 3:50 in the afternoon. And I'm like, okay, if your friend makes a sign and we run to this store, then maybe we can do this pretty quickly. Do they have a table? Where are we doing this? And then I guess they hadn't even asked the friend's parent, and they said no. So, sorry, I found some stuff on the floor and I wanted to clean it up. I fell off my table. So Sebastian just got, emotions hit hard. And I'm like, well, we can still do it. But we have to go now to the store. We have to do this turbo speed. We need to start it by 4:30, and that's 4. So we rushed out, and I just got pre-made lemonade, but I bought a lemon to soup it up. Before we left, I soaked my little Sun tea dispenser that I thrifted years ago. I soaked it in soapy water so I could clean it when we got back. And I decided to get a box of cookies that we like from the bakery. So we could charge 50 cents for a lemonade, but also be like, and you can add a cookie for 50 cents, so we just get $1. Have to make less change. We did have it changed ours, so when we got back with that stuff, we also got some little cups. We got back with everything, and I cleaned out the dispenser, put the lemonade in, and sliced up the lemon and floated those slices in for extra lemonade flavor and just to make it look so fancy. Had ice in there too. And brought out our party table. This was way too big for what we were doing. A money box, and started out with some quarters in it that Sebastian had to give back. And I had him making signs. We had a sign we taped to the table and a sign for him to hold up. Then I took a picture and I posted it on our 2 neighborhood groups and hoped for the best. A neighbor actually came by with her 2 kids, 3 of her kids, and another neighbor kid. And they paused the car like, we'll be right there. They were our first customers. And they bought 7 lemonades and 3 cookies. So it was great. And then the 2 boys, one is a friend of Sebastian's, one we don't usually have them play because it turns bad, but no judgment. If you're being nice, you can stay, and I'm staying as a supervisor. You can be the parent when money's involved. So one of them can only stay for like 15 minutes and had to go in. The other, we'll probably pay him 50 cents because he wasn't there very long and we didn't make much money while he was there. The other one made a sign and was really working hard, going around the block, standing at the curb. And people who knew us, who like lived on our block, would tip them by name. This is for you and this is for Sebastian. If they were people we didn't necessarily know, but they left a tip, we would split it. There was one who said, hey man, your sign, it's what got me there too, the other boy. And I'm like, well, that dollar tip is yours. So I think we tipped him out $5 between what we gave him and what like neighbors directly gave him. Sorry, I slept on my shoulder funny and I'm trying to braid and it's just really, it's not fun. It's not fun to do. Was it the 30th day? It was. So I have to already put it for 31 days in March. Yes, there is. Who looks at their knuckles to figure out how many days they're in a month? Is it just me? But anyway, it was pretty successful. We got down to like maybe 1.5 of our little paper cups of lemonade. We were filling them very full, very generous pours. And we went through like half the cookies, but we love those cookies, so I was happy to have leftovers. Sebastian had the last of the lemonade with his dinner, and yeah, I had a bath and started braiding finally. I got all the color done on this side and started this. I had told Sebastian 8:30 for bedtime, but he was playing, trying to start a game on the Xbox with his dad. And so I said 9 is the latest I'll go. And they go down there and they still have 8 more minutes in their game. So now it's been 10 more minutes. Hopefully they're done. So I thought I'd talk to you and say goodnight. I'm going to try to make myself do the rest of the colored ones tonight. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm leaving the stuff out for now. But I'm also a little chilled from the air conditioner and I want to be under there. And tomorrow's Monday and I have to turn in this ugly blanket on Wednesday. So I do need to make myself work on it. I haven't worked on it at all for 2 weeks. But that is my update. Tomorrow we have the day off. I need to get groceries, but I think I'm going to order them because I have to go out with Jax for PT in the early afternoon. And I don't want to be out all day. It's exhausting, all these trips out to go pick up kids and stuff. I did see a subbing pop-up that I could potentially do because it's 11:30 to 2:30 for a 4th grade class. They're a little bit tricky and I don't know if they get an aid at all. So I don't know about that. Plus, if somebody calls out in the cafeteria, I'm missing half of it. So I don't know. I might sit on that one for a little while and think it over. And if it's gone, it wasn't meant to be. Is a very nice teacher though. All right, I'm gonna go. Good night. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.